Let David Baruch Adonai Zuri Ham lamed yadai lakrab etzbeotai lemilchama chasti zurati miskabi faltili magini uvo chasiti haroded amitachtai.
Hello and welcome to Simple Biblical Hebrew. I'm Eric Model, and that was Psalm 144 sang in an ancient melody from all over the world. Jews have sung that tune since as far back as we can remember. And so today we wanted to learn how to sing Psalm 144, verse 1 and 2 in Hebrew. And so I just attempted to do that. And this really blessed me. Recently, I read an article, just a little background on this. I read an article on the Times of Israel. You see Al-Hanan, and he's a Dead Sea Scroll scholar who writes about teaching on the Dead Sea Scrolls and coming across Psalm 144 in Hebrew on the Dead Sea Scrolls, even with the Lord's proper name, in the ancient Paleo letters. And so so he remembered this song, this tune from Psalm 144, the parchment he was teaching on. And so he went and he did a little research. He wanted to find that tune, so he found it on YouTube. And here's a few links to different versions of Le David Baruch, as the song's known today. Le David Baruch, or of David, bless. So it's the first few words of the psalm. So Le David Baruch, that's the name of this ancient song. But what's interesting, back to this scholar, is that he, in his research, discovered that rabbis from the 1800s and so on had taught about this songs, this Le David Baruch, Hashem Zuri, and how they were commenting, these rabbis from the 1800s, on how the Ashkenazi Jews and the Sephardic Jews, like all their songs, they have different tunes from these different branches of the Jewish people. But there's this one particular tune, Le David Baruch, that's the same tune amongst the Sephardic and the Ashkenazic Jews. And even Jews all over the world, in different continents, they find this tune to be common amongst them all. So that's really interesting, because could that mean that this is really old, that this tune is really old, since it's universal in the Jewish communities around the world? So you could read that article there, and there's some links to different versions on YouTube that you can listen to. And so that was a blessing to me. I really, the Lord loves us to sing to Him. He loves us to sing praises to His name. And so this is an ancient song of war that David wrote, maybe after he slew Goliath, I don't know. And in it he says that the Lord is his rock, right? He's my Zuri, my rock, and he's the one that is who sends from heaven and saves me. Bow your heavens, O Lord, David prayed, and come down. Touch the mountains that they may smoke. Flash forth lightning and scatter them. Send out your arrows and confuse them, right? So stretch forth your hand from on high. Rescue me and deliver me. So David knew his struggle wasn't against flesh and blood, he knew that it wasn't Goliath that was the enemy, but there was an enemy back of it. And so he knew that the only one that could win this battle for him is the Lord. And so the Lord was his rock, and so he wrote this song. So if it would bless you to learn to sing it, I know it would. I believe it would bless your heart. And but at any rate, you can pray this to the Lord. But what a special thing to do to learn an ancient melody, sing all over the world by the Jewish people, and to put that melody to this text, the Word of God. And we know that Mashiach is our rock, in whom we take refuge. We follow Yeshua, and we believe He's risen from the dead, and so we know ultimately He's our rock, in whom we take refuge, and that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, and that when we take refuge in Him, He will keep us in the shadow of His wings. Yeshua will, Jesus, and He will protect us, and He will go before us and be behind us and all around us. So I hope that encourages you today. And so here it is. If you'd like to try to sing this in biblical Hebrew, Psalm 144, La David, Baruch, just to bless, blessed, Adonai, Zuri, the Lord my rock, Ham Lamed, the one who teaches, Yadai, my hands, Lakarab, for battle, Etzbeotai, my fingers, La Milchama, for war, Chasti, my loving kindness, Zurati, my fortress, Miskavi, my stronghold, Faltili, Falti, Li, which is my deliverer, Magini, my shield, Uvo, and in Him, Chasiti, I take refuge, Haroded, who subdues, Ami, my people, Tachtai,
Let David Baruch Adonai Zuri Ham Lamed Yadai Lakrab Etzbeotai Lemilchama Chasti Zurati Miskabi Faltili Magini Uvo Chasiti Haroded Ami Tachtai. Let David Baruch Adonai Zori Ham Lamed Yadai Lakrab Etzbeotai Lemilchama Chasti Zurati Miskabi Faltili Magini Uvo Chasiti Haroded Ami Tachtai. Let David Baruch Adonai Zori Ham Lamed Yadai Lakrab Etzbeotai Lemilchama